What is up, guys? My name is Harris and welcome back to the channel. Today is a brand new video and it is the final preseason game for the 2021-22 season for the Montreal Canadiens. We faced the Ottawa Senators tonight, and as you guys can tell, because you can probably read the score, we ended up losing 5-4 in a shootout. Yeah, we ended up losing. If you're new here, we go through the game summary, I give my notes, I give the Habs leading goal scorers, and then we end the video. So in the first period, Josh Anderson opened the scoring 10 seconds into the game from Arturi Lehkonen and Alexander Romanov. And then about 3 minutes later, Jeff Petry scored from Tyler Toffoli and Alexander Romanov. Josh Norris got the lead down to 1, though, from Chabot and Ennis on the power play. In the second period, about a minute and a half in, Shane Pinto scored what I thought was a power play goal, but apparently wasn't, from Eric Brandstrom and Thomas Chabot. Josh Norris got his second on the power play to get the lead unassisted. We'll get to that. Chris Tierney then scored a very iffy type of goal from Tim Stützle and Drake Batherson. Then in the third, Nick Suzuki on the power play from Petry and Caulfield got the lead withered down to 1. That isn't actually right. I don't know why it's written like that. But then Jeff Petry, in the final minute, with exactly a minute remaining, tied the game up from Toffoli and Suzuki before, obviously, there were no overtime goals. We'll get to the shootout in the game summary because I think that's probably the best way to do it. The opening lines for the Canadiens. Tonight's lines are actually really tough to find because there was some news that overshadowed the game entirely, pretty much, that we're going to get to in a minute. But the opening lines were a little hard for me to find, but I did manage to find them, I believe. Toffoli, Suzuki, Caulfield, Lehkonen, Dvorak, Anderson, Armia, Evans, Gallagher, and Belzil, Paling, Leonin, Romanov, Petry, Sherratt, Savard, and Kulak, Weidman were your defense pairings. Jake Allen gets the starter job for the next little while, and Caden Primo will back him up after having an alright preseason. Opening lines for the Senators were Stützle, Norris, Batherson, Paul, Pinto, Brown, Formenton, Tierney, and Watson, and Zach Sanford, recently added from the Blues, with Agazino and Ennis. Chabot, Zuber, your defense pairings, with Delzado, Zaitsev, and Holden, Brandstrom. Anton Forsberg got the starter's job tonight. Matt Murray not getting the start because he was out with a non-COVID-19 related illness, and I had no clue who was backing up Forsberg. They didn't mention who it was, and they didn't show him at all on the bench, as far as I know. Before the game, Carey Price is out indefinitely due to personal reasons. It came out today that he will not be with the Montreal Canadiens to start the regular season. He will be willingly taking I forget what it was called, but it's something related to helping the players out. I won't speculate on what it is. I wanted to mention it and bring it up that Jake Allen will be starting for the Montreal Canadiens for the next little while, because I know people would be asking if I didn't bring it up, so I just wanted to give it a quick mention. There we go. Jonathan Drouin apparently as well was not in the lineup. He was expected in, but about 3 minutes, I believe, before warm-ups ended, Lehkonen was out there, and so he is going to be in. Drouin's out, probably some type of equipment issue, I'd assume, something like that. It's kind of strange. Drouin should be in the lineup for the opening game against Toronto, I'd assume. Josh Anderson scores. That's the first note. 10 seconds into the game, Romanov gets a pass off the ice. It deflects off Lehkonen right to Anderson, and it's 1-0 Canadiens. It's a beautiful wrister from Anderson to open the scoring. Sen's got some early shots afterwards. Allen had a nice save on Tim Stützle, who actually got a really nice no-look pass from Tierney. Tierney just passed it, and Allen was able to follow the play. Great save on Stützle there. Then there was a Sens penalty coming up, a delayed penalty. Habs looked calm, loved how he played, just passing the puck, looking for any chances, because we know they can't touch it, so might as well look for a scoring chance. And we get it, and we score. Jeff Petry with a slapshot goal from Tyler Toffoli and Alexander Romanov makes it 2-0 for the Canadiens. Caulfield then stripped the puck off a Senator and raced down the ice, but a really good glove save by Anton Forsberg. Loved Caulfield tonight. I thought Caulfield had a great game. Just couldn't score. Really wish he could have. I mean, we'll get to it because it looked like he scored, and we're gonna get to it, like I said. But love Caulfield. He's gonna be incredible for the Montreal Canadiens for years to come. Habs went to the PK a few minutes later. First commercial break was brought about because of it. Savard got called for hooking. Allen makes some amazing. Allen makes some amazing sprawling save, channeling his inner Carey Price, but loses his stick in the process. Josh Norris gets a really nice goal for the 2-1 lead now. We were 0 for 1 on the PK tonight. Both teams went back and forth. Armia got a really solid 5-hole chance. Alex Belzil has really impressed me in the first period. He was invisible through the rest of the game, but in the first period, he really impressed me. I thought he deserved a chance on the fourth line with how good he's been in preseason so far. Keyword, without me knowing at the time I wrote this, being so far. I put he did everything right that he's on the ice to do. Jesus, I was just foreshadowing what was going to happen. Habs kept pushing for the 3-1 lead, but the Sens played solid enough for the time being. Canadiens kept looking good. Sens had some good speed, garnering some shots. Late in the first, Norris took a few whacks at Allen after he covered the puck. Romanov stood up for his team. Love seeing him do that. Romanov looks like he doesn't want to do it half the time that he does, but I appreciate him doing it. Dvorak then went to the box with 13 and a half seconds left. It was a holding call against him. After a cross-check right in front of the ref went uncalled, apparently. So at the end of the first, shots were 10-7 Senators, but the Habs led it 2-1. Sens on the power play, and they score. Shane Pinto ties the game with about 2 seconds left on the power play. That's the goal I thought was a power play goal. I thought it looked to be, but I guess it wasn't. Very weak wrister that just beats Allen for the 2-2 tie. Sens then went back to the power play about a minute later. Really bad holding call on David Savard. He has been garbage as a Montreal Canadien thus far. I do not like it. This is looking like another Sherrod and Alzer signing. And that's not a compliment. So, yeah. And they scored on it. Because, of course, they did. Alex Belzil passes it out. I believe he was trying to hit Ryan Poehling. I don't know why I put Josh Norris. Tries to pick up Ryan Poehling. Hits Josh Norris instead. And he finds his second of the night. We suck. So we were 1 for 3 on the PK tonight, as I put. Apparently we were 2 for 3, though. Actually, no, we were 1 for 3 either way. I don't know why I put 1 for 3. That should have been 0 for 3. I'm dumb. Habs and Sens just battling back and forth. Not many shots for a good few minutes. Poehling then went to the box. He has been awful this preseason. Double minor for high sticking. It's just stupid on his end. Sens look good in our zone, but Allen... I need someone to do a yawning counter. Jesus. Sens look good in our zone, but Allen made all the saves he can. Armia, with 40 seconds left, takes a delay of game penalty, pulling a Mitch Marner from the playoffs. Habs look good, but we are able to kill it off. Right out of the box, it's Ryan Poehling on a breakaway, but a great save by Anton Forsberg. Dvorak runs into Forsberg on the follow-through. Norris takes exception and gets the roughing minor. So we were 4 for 6 on the power play, on the PK at this point, is what I put. I don't know where the extra 4 came in. Okay, now, I see, yeah, never mind. I got it. Habs look decent, but the Sens caused way too many turnovers, or we caused way too many turnovers. The Canadiens were looking like the 18-19 Canadiens at this point. We were just looking really, really, really bad. 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. Caulfield got robbed by Anton Forsberg again, going glove side. Forsberg just will not let Caulfield score. And then the Sens score. Maybe 30 seconds later, Chris Tierney scores to make it 4-2. But the refs have to look at it, because every camera angle that we look at home when we're watching on TSN personally, for me at least, I don't know if it was on Sportsnet for anyone else, the puck looked to have not crossed the net, crossed the goal line. They showed a lot of angles. All of them showed the puck disappearing under Allen's pad. Probably went in, but it has to be conclusive per the rule book. It has to be conclusive to be able to determine that it's a goal. It wasn't, but they call it 4-2 Senators. So the refs probably had an angle that we couldn't see. Very strange that they would call it a goal, but it's whatever. It's not the regular season yet, so the Golden Refs showed up, but someone needs to tell them that it's not regular season yet. Habs went to the power play, though. Jake Evans got clipped. It's a high-sticking penalty. Habs look like shit. I put we're going to be garbage this year, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we are. Sens with several shorthanded chances, but Allen is the only reason we are not getting blown out, and I am right. So the end of the second period, Sens led it 4-2. Shots were 23-14 for them as well. Habs would start the third period shorthanded. It was Petry who got called for roughing at the end of the second. Habs are able to kill it off. Not much really happens. 5 for 7 on the PK. Habs then went to the power play. It's a holding call against the Sens, and we score. Goal Caulfield looked to be getting his first of preseason from Petry and Suzuki. But apparently what happened was Suzuki won it to Petry, gets it over to Caulfield, gets the shot, rings off the post. Looks like Suzuki gets the stick on it. He misses it. Nick Holding pushes it into his own net. So Suzuki might have gotten a slight little stick on it. From the angle we were shown, it looked like he didn't. But I'm going to say it's Caulfield. Caulfield gets the goal. Hell yeah. Caulfield makes it 4-3. Canadiens tried to get some rushes, but not much able to work for us in terms of getting the puck up the ice. We were not looking great in that regard. Habs are still speedy. Brenstrom actually stopped a pretty solid Anderson chance. Was really impressed with Brenstrom's game. Toffoli looked for open space in front of the net. I actually really liked how he's been playing. I didn't mention him much, but he's just trying to set up. He's got a good offensive eye on the ice. If he's playing with a guy like a Kucherov or a Kuznetsov or a guy like a Malkin who can set up really well, Toffoli's a 40-goal scorer probably, honestly, in my opinion, I think. Okay, where am I? Yeah, I thought he looked good despite not showing up on the score sheet tonight. Sens got some shots on Allen. They got their 30th of the game right before we head to commercial. Habs kept pressuring, got some good chances, but Forsberg made the saves. Gallagher got robbed by Forsberg. I put this game should be ours. This honestly should be a 7-4 Canadiens win. Josh Norris just tipped a shot just wide. We cannot be leaving guys open like that in the open slot in regular season. Late in the third, we were down by 1. Probably out of it. I put we couldn't enter the zone. So that naturally means, because I think that we score with exactly a minute left, Jeff Petry gets the tying goal from Toffoli and Suzuki to tie it at 4 apiece. Galley with a beautiful screen right in front of Forsberg. Petry shoots it, goes bar down in the back of the net. That would do it for regulation. Shots 30-21 Sens, but it's 4-4 headed to overtime. Forsberg not having a great game by any stretch of the mean. Early in overtime, it's very slow. Sens get control of it and looking solid, but not much in terms of shots. Caulfield got sprung on a near breakaway, but taken down from behind. There's no penalty. 2.8 seconds left. There actually is a penalty then against the Senators. With a solid opportunity for us. Batherson got sent to the box for hooking. Bit of confusion with the clock. Apparently there was set to be about 2.8 seconds left. We win the faceoff for the perfect play, but the whistle goes early as we get the puck to Petry. We do it again, and of course there's no perfect play. We're headed to the shootout, tied 4-4. Final shots are 32-22 for the Senators. In the shootout, Caulfield is saved, Stützle is saved, Suzuki is saved, Zub is saved, Dvorak is saved, Batherson is saved. Armia scores on a really, really nice wrist shot. He's got a really nice release. Armia, they've mentioned it before on the broadcast, and I agree. If he is playing in a top 6 role and getting very, very good opportunities, he is a 30-goal scorer. If he can stay consistent, he's a 30-goal scorer. He looks like it on so many nights. I love Armia's game. And the fact that he's going to be on the 4th line when Hoffman comes back, that shows you the amount of depth that we have. Brown then scores, Toffoli saved, and Norris scores for the technical hat trick, but he's not Ryan Poehling, so he doesn't get the hat trick. Senators win at 5-4 in the shootout. Habs, not a great way to end the preseason into the regular season, or not a great way to go into the regular season with ending preseason like this. Yeah, we lose in overtime and shootout because that seems to be what we do in the past couple years. So, the Habs stats, I will get to those, and then obviously we get to the end of the video. Christian Dvorak leads the team with 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points. Josh Anderson, 3 goals, 1 assist, 4 points. Nick Suzuki, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points. Tyler Toffoli, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points. Alexander Romanov and Jonathan Drouin each with 4 assists. Jeff Petry, 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points. Brendan Gallagher with 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points. Chris Weidman, 3 assists. Michael Pezzetta and Alex Belzil each with 2 goals. Yoel Armia, a goal and assist for 2 points. Ben Sherratt with 2 assists. Yoel Armia, Jan Misek, Arturi Lehkonen, and Goal Caulfield each with an assist. Brendan Babduke and Michael Pezzetta. Babduke with no points but 2 fights. And Ben Sherratt with 1 fight. So, yeah. That is going to do it for today's stream, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Or today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go over to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share, and includes was unlimited too. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything else. My name is Harais. Subscribe to Puff Club, subscribe to the Hazy Club, subscribe to the Sub Up if you're a member of the Mod Squad. Thank you for moderating any comments on any streams and or any videos that I post. Links in the description, my Twitter, my Discord, my Twitch, my PayPal, my Amazon wishlist, my P.O. Box. I've got my letterbox and my speedrunning in the description. I'm going to start getting more gaming videos out. I've been very motivated to do them. I may or may not wait until after Thanksgiving because something might happen that I would hope happens, and I can make it actually easier to do gaming videos. I'm not going to say exactly what, but we'll find out. So that is going to do it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're actually staying to the outro, I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Whether you watch, if you're giving me a chance, hit that sub button. It takes less than a second to hit. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Harris, and I am out. Stay classy, boys. Love you guys. And always remember, go Avs, go, baby. Love you guys. Peace.